I told y'all I'm coming for my motherfucking check. I told y'all that. I told you. Because all these cats that are in sports media, particularly those that are talking basketball, whether they're on ESPN, FS1, on the internet, I don't give a damn where they are. I'm coming for my check because these motherfuckers don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't. They just don't. They show that on a daily basis. Now, today I'm talking about a beloved figure within the community, and that's Shannon Sharpe. And I hate to do it, but I gotta come for my check, America. Because Shannon Sharpe is one of the people who keeps regurgitating this lie. And I've fallen for it. I've fallen for it. I've heard it so many times about the 1991 NBA Finals. You know, the saying goes that in game one of the 1991 Finals, the Bulls lost, and Magic Johnson put a triple double on Michael Jordan. And that in game two, Phil Jackson made the strategic switch to put Scottie Pippen on him. And Scottie Pippen hounded him and hounded him and hounded him. And that's what turned the series. And Scottie Pippen kept guarding him 3, 4, 5. And the Bulls go ahead and win the NBA Finals. That is not true. It's a lie. They got it wrong. They even got it wrong in The Last Dance. Now, if you fuck with me for real, y'all know I did the realest reactions to The Last Dance when it was out. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. But I hadn't yet in my Michael Jordan research, which includes me going back and watching all of the playoff games, which are available on YouTube. This is one of the most famous human beings in the history of the world. If you want to know something about the man, it's on the internet. So I've been going back and watching all of the games, the playoff games, and up until that point, I hadn't made it to the 1991 finals. Now I have. I passed it. And now I know that's a lie. Let's look at it. I got notes. Okay? I got notes. I've made it through game 2 of the 1993 finals. And through those games, throughout Michael Jordan's playoff career, I have 79 pages of notes. Being real journalistic with this. But I see now that I'm more journalistic than these folks that go and make millions of dollars to talk about the game. So let's look at just some of the snapshots from some of my notes, okay? And y'all will see it on the screen. Y'all will see it on the screen, okay? Let's look at just a snapshot of my notes from game 1. All right, so y'all see this snapshot of my notes right here. All right, 1991 NBA Finals, Bulls versus Lakers. Bulls had home court, okay? Lakers won that game, as I said previously. Jordan had 36 points, 12 dimes, 8 boards, and 3 steals. He missed what could have been the game shot. He did a crossover. He was on the left wing. Got a good look. Went in and out. All right, so they lost the game. Pip didn't shoot well that game. He went 7 for 19. Magic did have a triple double with 19, 11 dimes, and 10 boards. Worthy dropped 22. Vlade Divac, who was underrated in terms of his skill for that era. In this era, Vlade Divac would have been stupid. Okay. But Vlade had 16 and 14 boards. All right. Another thing folks don't tell you about that series, the Bulls only had one All-Star on their team. See, we look at what Scottie Pippen became and not what Scottie Pippen was at that time. At that time, Pip was a one-time All-Star. He had made the All-Star game in 1990. He hadn't made an All-NBA team yet. In 1991, he didn't make the All-Star game. He didn't make All-NBA, even though he played all 82 games. Okay? Bernard King was a starter in the All-Star game that year. Bernard King was considered better than Scottie Pippen. Dominique Wilkins was still considered better than Scottie Pippen at that time. Okay? So that's what Mike took into that series with him. Whereas Magic and Worthy both were all-stars and both were on the all-NBA team. Okay. Um, Also, Mike and Scotty, of course, went on to be Hall of Famers. On the Lakers, you had Magic, Worthy, and Divac went on to the Hall of Fame as well. Now, a lot of what Divac went to the Hall of Fame were for, in my opinion, is for his contribution to the game in terms of building the international thing, his international play. He was good in the league, but I think a lot of that came from that. You feel me? But in terms of all stars, it was one all star versus two. Okay, let's look at the game two. All right, that everybody likes to talk about. So Bulls won this game. In that game, Mike had 33, 13 dimes, 7 boards, 2 steals, 1 block, and went dumb. I want to say he made like 13, 14 straight shots in that game. This the game where he did the whole switching the ball and shit. Okay. And but that shot, that legendary shot, was a part of him making like 13, 14 straight baskets. Okay. But that gets overshadowed because Pip started guarding Magic. But the whole bullshit about Phil Jackson making the switch like at the beginning of the game because he felt like Mike couldn't guard Magic, that's bullshit. As you can see right here in my notes. All right. Mike started the game out on Magic. Okay. And then now in my notes, I'm making note in the YouTube video where I can go to and find that evidence. Okay. So if y'all go watch the same YouTube video I'm talking about, y'all can go see that at that time that I have on that screenshot right there. All right. The switch happened because Mike picked up his second foul. Mike got in foul trouble, and that's when Pip switched on to Magic, and the rest is history. Okay. But let's go to game three because this is where the lies exposed. Okay. Game three, the Bulls won, of course, because y'all know they won the 5 games. All right. Mike had 29, 9 boards, 9 dimes, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Okay. Pip played well as well in that game. Scotty had 19, 13 boards, 5 dimes, 4 steals. All right. Magic dropped 22, 10 dimes, 6 boards, and 2 steals. Big Perk led the Lakers with 25. Like D-Bar had 24. Okay. But in this game, Michael Jordan started the game on Magic Johnson. So all this bullshit about Scottie Pippen guarding that man the rest of the series, that's just a lie. You can see in my notes. I type that we've been lied to because I'm like shocked watching the game and like, damn, OGs, all these folks on TV, even the documentary gets this wrong. Okay. As you can see in my note, Mike guarded him is talking about Magic Johnson until he left the game in the second quarter. He guarded Magic again when he came back in the game. Pip guarded Magic some in the second quarter. All right. Then Mike was back on Magic at the beginning of the third, was still on him in the fourth. And you can go watch the game to see evidence of this. Scotty took Magic late in the fourth when Mike finally got a rest. And up until that point, Mike had played like everything except 1 minute of the game. And now I don't know who particular I was talking about here, where he ended up fouling out at the end of the fourth, trying to take a charge on Vlade on a big shot. That's either Scotty or Mike, I'm assuming. Okay. But Magic, whoever it was, Magic put a lot of fouls on those boys. Okay. This series made me really respect Magic for real, because I haven't gone and seen Magic in the 80s. Again, I was a baby in the 80s. I don't remember that. I didn't remember this. Okay, I'm born in 1984. So when this series happened, I was 6 years old, going on 7 years old. Okay? Go talk to your goddamn 6-year-old about what happened on the game tonight. See if they understand what the hell going on. But you got guys my age, like Nick Wright is my age, get on TV and act like they know all this shit. No, bro, if you ain't going back really watching these games, you know what the hell you talking about, okay? So I didn't see Magic in the 80s, but I saw Magic in this series. And one thing I will say, Magic did not give a fuck. If Magic had a mismatch, he was taking your ass to that block. He was not letting you make it. He was not letting Michael Jordan make it. He was taking Mike down there. Okay? So this 22, 10, and 6 that he put up, that was on Mike as well. Like, it's really disrespectful to Magic Johnson to say Scottie got switched on him and then shut him down the rest of the series. That's disrespectful. Who shutting that? It's hard to shut down a 6'9" point guard like that. And Magic a big dude. Okay? Magic a problem. Mike couldn't shut him down, but Magic wasn't guarding Mike. And you see what Mike was doing. Okay? Let's go to game 4, see if anything changed. All right? More evidence. This is just a snapshot. Again, I got 70, damn near 80 pages of notes on this shit. Okay? I got him a notes that you can hear Scottie telling Mike to switch in this particular segment of the video that I was watching. Scottie takes Magic for the first time this game with both he and Mike on the court. This is with less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Okay. Mike moved back on Magic at the beginning of the fourth. Scottie took Magic midway through the fourth. And evidence of this, that Mike was guarding Magic for most of the game, is that I pinpointed that particular thing. And what I do, that's why I keep telling y'all, follow me across all social media now, because I put out little clips from my research. All right, I'm going to be going back. I'm going to be doing my Kobe Bryant playoff game research. I'm going to be doing the Brum playoff game research. Eventually, I'll get to Magic and Bird, because I see now I've been lied to. And then I can't trust these folks on TV. I can't trust the old heads. So I got to go watch for my damn self. Okay? And in game 5, Marv Albert, legendary announcer, he detailed Magic's second triple-double of the series. You see, I point out Mike Gordon this whole game. So even the Bron stands who trying to come at Mike with this shit and say, Magic Johnson put the triple-double on. Magic Johnson put 2 triple-doubles on Mike that series. 2. He did that. Magic Johnson is one of them ones. Magic Johnson one of them ones. Magic, Mike nor Scottie was just finna stop that man. It's disrespectful to sit up here and think these guys just finna stop this man for putting up numbers. But the Lakers didn't stop Michael Jordan putting up numbers either. So the truth is that while guarding Irvin Magic Johnson for the whole series, basically, except for game 2, Michael Jordan scored 31 points a game in this series, handed out 11 dimes, and had 6.6 boards while guarding Magic Johnson, with none of his teammates being an all-star. That's the truth. So, I know you fuck with Uncle Shay, as people like to call him, Shannon Sharpe. I know he's entertaining, but he's just fucking wrong on this. And anybody else you hear regurgitating that shit is wrong. And if you don't believe me, go watch the games. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.